Malta has finally come to an end, and I, as much as I'm saying that with excitement, there's a lot of sadness within. End of a 4-day conference, jam-packed. We arrived here from London, sweating like we cannot believe, to a jammed-packed schedule.
Full of energy the whole time. Has been every session. There's people wanting to engage, ask questions, find out what's. It's my first time here, asking where I fit in. So everyone's been so amazing and so welcoming. It's been great.
Oh, that's awesome. Brent, you mentioned that it's your first Moore conference. I'd really like to understand, what were your expectations before you came?
Obviously, I've been to one of the third-party events where it's a lot more. Everyone sticks to the people they come with. Where I find here, you sit down, you get asked to come and invited in to conversations, introduced to people. I see you've done this, like the podcast. So and so is also doing one. You should try and have a chat and see what's happening. So yeah, it's just the inclusivity from day one, and it's been amazing. And the energy people bring.
That's really cool. Don't you find it really awesome how you being part of the Moore network? It's almost as if you guys have known each other. So it's not necessarily meeting someone for the first time. It's like extended friends. So for me, I mean, I think this is my 4th or 5th conference. And yeah, those relationships that I've now built have become friendships.
Yeah.
Don't you feel that you felt that even though this is your first one?
I think, yeah, you've got it spot on. I think also Darren touched on it on that, and Alyssa did, about the LinkedIn aspect. Because a lot of people I met here for the first time, like Philip, he was like, I know, but I know where you've been. I was explaining, I know I've been. He's like, I've seen all your stuff and tell me about Vegas and the conference there and stuff. So you can see that they've actually, when they say that they walk the walk, and they say, oh yeah, we actually do. So the people who you engage with, they're not just clicking like, they've actually seen where you've been and what your thoughts are. So yeah, it felt really like it wasn't my first time. A lot of other people, they sort of, hi, I'm Brendon. Like, I know who you are.
the power of social media.
Yes.
Eh? So Brendon, let's fast forward a little bit. I mean, okay, we got here on Saturday. We had the welcome drinks.
Lovely.
Awesome evening, very hot indeed. Sunday, we spent a day out in the sun, walking and learning about Vliet. I really enjoyed that, and what really stuck out for me was meeting the Malta firm and how Chris and Reggie really took that personal connection time to tell us the history of their own country. And it was amazing how often Chris or Reggie would tell us something way before the tour guide. So it was such a special touch.
Yeah.
What were?
I think, yeah, exactly. I think both of them are so welcoming. I think amazing hosts for the conference. I mean, Reggie's story about his grandfather starting practice and then his mother running it for 40 years. And you can feel the passion he has for the business. And really great friends with Chris, and they get on so well as those co-managing partners.
Yeah, it's amazing, eh? What would you say for you? I mean, for me, the biggest thing that stuck out for me was the learnings that I learned today with ChatGPT.
Oh yeah.
I use ChatGPT, but oh my gosh, I was blown away at how much of ChatGPT I don't use, and it's sitting right there in front of me. What was your biggest takeaway?
I think Jared touched on some really interesting the deep learning, deep research, which they've obviously built into some of the Moore platforms, the Moore Impact, Moore Care, where it's either going through leases or contracts, and then where they have set prompts and very customizable. Where instead of just typing, please make it this long or that long or this format, they have little drop downs. So it says, make this please 3 pages long or 2 pages long, and then it also who's it going to, and so it's very simple, but very specific prompts, which you don't have to then make up every time. So you can say they upload one, and then he says, let's run the report, and has a whole bunch of prompts and it knows how to put it in the prompt. So I think that was really that next step. But I mean, they had so many solutions.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I love the fact that it was so interactive. So we're getting the people to actually go and use it. So I think that's the first time people were having a lot of fun in the back there.
Yep.
And they were, what does ChatGPT know about you? And I think some people were like quite shocked when they found out how much.
Yeah, that you could hear the chit chat in the room.
Yeah.
Okay, Brent, other than AI, I mean, AI was quite a standout during this conference, and I think it is only because it's a hot topic at the moment. And before I ask you the next piece, I was actually quite amazed to see how Moore DRV have generated their own AI for audits.
Yes.
How crazy is that?
It's quite impressive. If I could read Dutch,
I
would have been A for away with it. But the explanation was quite.
It was good.
Was quite
it was
good.
Yeah.
I found on the first day, Anton, his speech and about the direction.
Oh yeah.
And the point and the purpose of the conference, and how the conference was impact this year.
Yeah.
And just seeing how they have converted on the previous conference's goals, and then so it's quite interesting seeing that come through. And a lot of the guys who presented followed that. So now it's from all talk is now action. So like that was like Craig's talk about cybersecurity. Talk about it for ages, but now the regulations are in, and you have to get it done. So I think that's again ties in impact.
It's interesting, yeah. Okay, so let's quickly hang on to that impact. What impacted you over the last 4 days? What was the one thing that impacted you?
Sure, I think just everyone's willingness to connect and how, just being so amazing. I mean, you're talking to someone or so people come to you, I was talking to so-and-so, you have a chat. Like, there's that kind of like willingness, which obviously at other conferences I've been to, everyone sort of stays to their own and it's very separate. And well, here I think it was just like all was one kind of thing. So yeah, and it's also interesting to hear all the other member firms what their struggles are.
Yeah.
Because sometimes like, oh, that's interesting that you're struggling with either the size of the entities or the jurisdictions. It's just interesting.
Right. And just generally, I mean, it's interesting to see how much of an impact, the word now, a global firm or a network, sorry, not a global firm, how a global network can impact each other and how the learnings from each other can help. Even just leaning on each other or picking up, like Candice and Alyssa were explaining yesterday, the importance of leaning on a network and leaning on each other. You've got so many learnings from it.
So they, how I think with Moore and Sitchin Cooperman in the
with the
Caymans,
yachts,
and how it was like the people then. It's those small things they said that had such a big impact.
Yeah. We've got so many exciting things that we can sit and chat here long about. But Brendon, I think, just before we say goodbye to this beautiful view and
that's our music
beautiful
playing,
sunshine. Exactly. I think we should go and enjoy the gala dinner and then we can catch up and touch base with everyone in South Africa when we are back home.
Awesome.